Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's car boot sale haul video. When I left this morning, I said to Tammy, I'm just going to take my small trolley because I don't think I'm going to buy much today. And she went, oh, right, okay. And I took my small trolley. I came back and she was like, what happened to not buying much today? The universe sends what the universe sends. Car boot sales are a lot like home bargains. You don't go in for much, but when you're in there, Home Bargains tells you what you need, and that's what happens at the car boot sale. It says here it is today, and you're taking it whether you like it or not. And what can I do? What can I do? So here is today's car boot sale haul. I think I've done all right. In fact, I know I've done all right with some things. So the first money I spent was £4 with one of the house clearance guys, and for that £4, first item is a bit of a fail, sadly. It is this cubic vintage 70s, early 70s tic-tac-toe game. The only reason it's a fail, it would have been 20 quid, 15 to 20 quid. The only reason it's a fail is because when I opened it, some of the pieces are broken. So it's like the forerunner to Connect 4. It's like the one before Connect 4, really, I suppose. But yeah, some of the pieces are broken. That doesn't mean it's no good at all, because I might be able to sell some of the bits for spares, so we won't write it off just yet. But I paid £4 to this clearance guy for everything I'm about to show you from this bundle. So I got a hay puzzle, 750 piece hay puzzle. This is the Blachon tennis match. I can't speak. And some of these hay puzzles, there's one of these hay puzzles that's very rare and it's sold for over 100 quid. This one not so much, but it should still be a safe tenner, I think. So I say 4 quid for this little first pile. In that 4 quid, a set of Liberty coasters, brand new in their packet. Liberty of London Flowers of Liberty, they're called, apparently. So that was in there. Can't find any completeds on those. And then I think this was the only other thing in that bundle, yeah. So it is a set of, I'm pretty sure these didn't originally live in this because they don't seem to be the right size. They seem to be too small for the cup holder, but they are Gaydon Melloware, Encore by Gaydon Melloware 70s plastic camping cups. And I do quite well with that kind of thing, so I thought I would give them a go. But I'm sure they don't belong in this rack because they just don't fit well enough. And also a sugar bowl, random sugar bowl. That was all that was there. I did look in case there were other bits, but that was all. So I paid £4 for that lot, and the Melloware alone will bring me back more than my money. I did two large expenditures for me today from 2 different sellers. I spent £12 with Steve, but that's quite standard. And then I spent £30 with one seller and £15 with another. Let me show you the Steve stuff first. So everything I'm about to pick up, £12 the lot. Okay, in my £12 I have gotted a travel Scrabble. I'm not confident that all the bits over there because I can feel that they are loose in the bag here. They're not inside the plastic canister thing. Canister? Case. Plastic case. So there's my plastic case. And there's absolutely no reason the bits shouldn't be inside it, but for some reason they're all loose in the bag. As I've said to you many times before, there needs to be 100 pieces for this to be complete, and I'm not sitting here counting it in front of you, but the fact that they're loose in the bag doesn't fill me with confidence because they are so tiny. They're so tiny that when they're loose, the chances are they're not all there. So I'm going to check that one in a minute, but maybe spares because I've got plenty that haven't got bits already. So £12 for all of this, remember. I didn't do fill a bag today. There wasn't a big array of fill a bag stuff, so I didn't bother with that. I got 2 copper jelly moulds. People buy these for decor more than for using these days. So 2 of them. So that's 3 items out of my 12 quid so far. And a Wordmaster Plus Thesaurus. This has no batteries in it. It's a Franklin Wordmaster Plus and it has no batteries in it. And so I just took a chance on it working. It needs, what does it need? 4 AAAs? Bear with, hold the line caller. Your call is important to us. Please do not hang up. It also may be recorded for training purposes. Oh no. No! One on the floor, hang on. Bear with. Oh, God. Let's try that again. Uno. Dos. Oh, it's dos that's been the problem. Let's try again. 3rd time lucky. Come on, universe, help me out here. Cut me a little bit of slack. Uno, dos, tres. We've got as far as tres this time. We're cooking with gas. Quattro. And it came off. It did come on, you'll have to believe me. All the batteries just bounced straight back out again. Part of me goes, I will not be beaten by this. And part of me goes, I bloody well will. Part of me, why are you fighting it? You saw that it come on. You know it comes on. Uno. Dos. I shall not be beaten. Tres. Cuatro. Put the back on quicko. Haha! Batteries are in, it does work. There we go. So as soon as I take the batteries off, presumably they're going to spring back out at me. So there we go. I don't know what it's worth. After all that faff, it might be worth twopence. I'll have a look. It's not like you've got anywhere to be, is it? You'll just sit there and wait. Not. Franklin. What the heck did I say it was called? A Wordmaster Plus. Wordmaster Plus. £15. £20 in the box. Somebody sold one for 15. Someone sold one for £10.99. 10 to 15 will do me. I'll be happy with that. Even if I did have to fight to get the batteries in it. So there we go. That's 4 items out of my 12 quid so far. And then this Disney dragon. I don't know who he is. I don't know me dragons. I'm not up on my dragons. And I don't think it says on his label. It just says Disney Store, imported by the Disney Store. Tammy might know. But he's got a battery pack. So I wonder what he does.
I'm a big brave dragon.
He's a big brave dragon, apparently.
The dragons do it. The dragons got it all under control. I'm a big brave dragon. That's how the dragons do it.
Tammy's looking blank. One of you at home will be screaming at the screen round about now, going, it's so-and-so. Shall I have a quick Google? Disney Blue Dragon. Oh god, I couldn't even spell Disney right. That's a bit worrying. I put Diney Blue Dragon. Doc McStuffins, apparently. He's called Stuffies from Doc McStuffins. He's Doc McStuffins Stuffy Blue Dragon. Someone's got one listed in the States for $17.94, which is approximately £13.38. Someone's got one listed here for £20. Someone's got one listed $19. Let's have a look at solds, because what people are asking is neither here nor there, is it? $17.99, $13.98, $5.69, $7.50, £16. He's not a loss. £12. He's not a loss. He will go for one of those prices. And then I got a whole bag of finger puppets with little bobbly heads. So there we go. One. And when I say a whole bag, I mean a whole bag. So that's plainly a king. That's Robin Hood, isn't it? Then there's a bear. I think I might have 3 bears, etc., etc. Hold the line, caller. Random bird. Clown. I'm going to lay them all out on the desk and then I'll take a photo of them and put the photo on the screen so you can see them, because there's too many to hold them all up. But I'm pretty sure I've got the 3 pigs and I've got kings and queens and stuff going on. So it must be nursery rhyme and set of nursery rhyme finger puppets is what they must be. But they've got, I think they're wooden head. Yeah, they've got little wooden heads. That's Red Riding Hood, isn't it? There's another pig. That looks like a grandpa. I don't know what he'd be doing, but there's a grandma. There's the wolf. The wolf goes with the 3 little pigs. Maybe the wolf is interchangeable between different nursery rhymes. There's another pig. Tammy's just said the wolf might go with a bit of a rider. She's got a damn good point. I've got 3 bears, but I haven't found anyone that looks like Goldilocks. Oh, I found another wolf. I haven't found anyone that looks like Goldilocks. I've got 3 bears, but no Goldilocks. We could have a Brunetti Locks. Oh, hang on. She could be Goldilocks, couldn't she? She's got yellow hair. So a wolf and Red Riding Hood. And maybe he's not red. Maybe he's not. Who did I say he was? Oh, my life. Robin Hood. Maybe he's a woodcutter. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Where did Grandma go? Yes, I've got a wolf, Red Riding Hood. I'm going to take a photo. I'll put the photo on the screen and you can have a look and tell me if I'm being stupid and you think I've got them all wrong. Because I've definitely got some random characters that don't fit what I think I've got going on there. But I'll leave them there. I'll take a photo in a minute and show you guys. Anyway, that was in with my 14 quid. So far we've got the Travel Scrabble, 2 copper moulds, the Wordmaster Plus, the Stuffy Dragon, this big set of finger puppets. Then, in with my, it's 12 quid, not 14. I don't know why I said 14. 12 quid. 2 MJ Hummel mugs. This one is Hansel and Gretel. This one says The Opinion. So, German Hummel mugs. Not a massive resell on those. Maybe a tenner each. And then a Dunoon Monet Impressionist mug. This is one of the large sizes. That might be a £20 mug, you never know. Those large ones quite often go for surprising money. And these are a £20 set of salt and pepper shakers. This is the Farm Animals range from Cloverleaf, vintage Cloverleaf. They're a little bit grubby underneath. Chances are they've still got salt and pepper in them. This quite often happens. And there's no pepper. No, they are empty. I was over the bin. But yeah, so that was a very good £12 pickup on its own. And then in with my £12, Scrabble Deluxe. This was just on the floor at the front of Steve's stall. I got there quite late today. By the time I got to Steve's stall, it was 9:30. So what the heck that was still doing there, I do not know, unless there are some bits missing. That would explain why it hadn't been snapped up. Let's have a look. Hang on. Very nice board. Very, very posh board in this one. These Scrabble Deluxes can go for an awful lot of it. There's a beautiful wooden set that they do that's the proper high end, and that goes for like over £100. All 4 of my trays and my instructions, and some very nice wooden pieces in the bag, which is a good sign. Shall I count them and tell you if they're all here? Do you care? I'll count them afterwards and I'll put on the screen now if all the pieces are there. So that on its own, beautiful pickup. So to have that with all the other stuff for £12, absolute win. And believe me, we could do with some wins at the moment. Couldn't we, Ed? A few wins would be cracking. I paid £2, and I was astonished that this was only £2 because it is the most gorgeous, genuine leather suede bag by Domo. It's a beautiful, beautiful quality bag. It was £2. It's barely used. You can see from the base that there's a little bit of a sticker there, that somebody's put a sticker on it or maybe peeled a sticker off. Hang on, I'm peeling. I'm not very appealing. There we go. But look at the base. That's not a bag that's been put down a lot, is it? It's in gorgeous condition. It's a really nice bag, and it was £2. On the same stall, I missed out by seconds, literally by seconds, on a pair of Skechers Bob's winter boots. Really, really nice. Beautiful quality. Really good condition. And the reason I missed out was because I picked one up, and whilst I was looking inside at the size, the lady next to me picked the other one up and put it on her foot. Anthony said, I would have taken it off her foot. I said, how could I possibly have taken it off her foot? How could I have achieved that? So yeah, I couldn't have that one. And she was like, oh yeah, these fit, I'll have these. And I was like, well, I was kind of looking at them, but you've got it on your foot now. So there is nothing I can do about this situation. So I was a bit annoyed that I'd missed out on those literally by the skin of me teeths. But this bag was nice for £2 anyway, so you can't have everything, can you? But wouldn't it be nice? On the table now, I paid 50p for a really quite nice M&S Christmas mug. There's nothing unusual about it. It's an unusual shape. Don't know if you can see the curvature there. It's an unusual shape, but it's just a really quite nice Christmas mug. And I was like, oh, I quite like that, 50p. I don't drink from mugs, so I don't need mugs, but that doesn't stop me liking them. Another lady had 3 of these cups and this bowl. I didn't want the cup. I bought these before and they don't sell very fast, so I didn't want the cup. But she got, this one sat like this and then the other 2 cups next to it. So I lifted the cup out and I said, how much for the bowl? And she said, oh, it comes with the cup. She said it's £1 a set. And I was like, okay, I would have paid £1 for the bowl anyway, so fair enough. It doesn't actually come with, because it's a PG Tips cup and a Kellogg's bowl, so they don't come with at all. But you know, that's fine. The bowl itself will sell for £10. I don't know what I'll get for the mug, but I'm quite happy to have that thrown in. And then 50p for a Tupperware bowl. We had a grey one of these. We had it for years and years and years. I had it in my first flat. I think it came from a relative. When we first set up home, relatives always give you stuff, don't they? Go, you know, I've got something you can have for your first flat. And I think it had a lid originally. And then over the years, the lid went missing. And we had the bowl for years, and it was the best bowl. Like, it was the next size up from this. It was a comfortable bowl. It was comfortable to use and hold. And then one of the dogs got it and chewed a hole in it, and chewed it all around the rim, so it went in the bin. If I could find another bowl like that, I'd be overjoyed, but this one's smaller. This one is smaller. There's a long, convoluted story that you did not need to know. Vintage Tupperware bowl, 50p. Rambled on a bit there. And then one lady had all of her soft toys that were 50p each. Now, I picked up this is the John Lewis cactus from last year's Christmas thing. I remembered that one of the John Lewis Christmas characters is worth picking up, and I hoped it was this one, but it isn't this one. It is the one from the year before. And I can't think what he's called either, but it's not this one. And also this one has a little rip in one of his fangs. So not actually worth very much at all, that, but it only cost me 50p. And then I also got 4 comforters. I've got a Paddington, a Flopsy Bunny. Got a feeling I've got about 6 of these in stock, but and then two TWO number 2, TU 2 at Sainsbury's comforters. So 2 from 2. There we go. Those were 50p each. And also 50p was this Manhattan Toys. What are you, a crocodile? I suppose you're a crocodile, aren't you? So 6 plushes, 50p each, £3 on those. And then these are my 2 big spends. A lady was selling all of these tarot card packs and she wanted £3 each on them. And then she wanted £3 on this. Now I wouldn't have paid £3 for this anyway. And I wasn't keen on paying £3 each for these. And I said, what's your best price if I took all of them? And she said, I'll have to ring my dad. And she rang her dad. Now bear in mind, there's 6 of these. So at £3 each, they'd be £18. And then she went, well, it would have been 21. So she rang her dad and he said, oh, I'd do 17. And I was like, I don't want to do 17. I said, I'll do 15. And he went, yeah, 15's fine. So I got all of these for 15 quid. I can probably get 8 on this bottom one. And these packs vary between £5 and £25 each. So that is good buy, but it's a shame he wouldn't move any lower, really. This is my buy of the day. I saw this when I first went in. It was like the 3rd stall I went to. I said to the guy, how much are those? And he said, I want £10 each, but I would be persuaded to go down a bit if you wanted more than one. And I looked at that and I thought, they are huge. I knew what they were. And I knew they were worth the money, and I thought they are huge and they will be such an absolute nightmare to carry and get home in one piece. And then if I sell them, they'll be a nightmare to pack and post. And I walked away. And I walked all the way around and I kept thinking about them. And then I went and looked one of them up. They are Pampered Chef Simple Editions. Pampered Chef stuff is pricey. It is pricey. I will put a scrolling screen to show you the prices that people have been getting for this. Now, mostly these sales are in the States. That doesn't mean it won't sell here. When I went back, I stood there and looked at it a bit longer and I said to him, what's your best price? And he said, oh, I don't know. What were you thinking? Which one were you thinking? I said, I'm thinking of buying all of them, but I want to know what your best price is. And he said, how much could you do? So I literally scraped to the bottom of my purse and I had £32 in my purse. And I said to him, I could do 30. I don't know why I didn't want to part with that last 2 quid, but I didn't. I didn't want to. And he said, I'll have to ring my sister-in-law. He said, they're not mine, they're my sister-in-law's. I'll have to ring her. And he rang her and she said, yes, 30 was okay. So I have this one. This one alone, this enormous serving dish, sells for £60 to £70. And then, you watch me start dropping things now. These massive square serving platters. I've got 2 of those. They should sell for 30 to 40 quid each. God, that's heavy. And then an enormous round platter as well. That should be a safe 30-ish, I think, maybe more. And then there's a large ceramic tray. This doesn't seem to have quite as much value, but there's only one sold, and the one that sold went for 25. So the fact there's only one sold might mean it's now rare, who knows. Either way, each of those pieces cost me £6. Now I've got 5 for £30, each one cost me £6. There is profit there, but I will curse myself when it comes time to pack and post them. I will curse myself and I will stress and I will sit here not breathing until such time as I get feedback to say they've arrived safely, or until I get a message saying it's in bits. It will be an education to me in packing stuff properly. That's what it'll be. You think I'd have learnt that lesson by now for all these years, but you know, I still make mistakes. That's it. That is the haul and all of the haul. And if there is anything you have seen that you love, specifically if you live in the Bristol area and you love these and you want to come and pick them up, I don't have to post them. But yeah, if you've seen anything that you love, anything that floats your boat, there is an email address in the description box below and you can contact me on that. Things are hitting my eBay much quicker than they used to. I am better than I used to be. I am improving, believe it or not. I'm pleased with today's haul. I've spent a fair chunk of cash today. Probably spent about £63 to £65. And to some people, oh, and the £4 there. Yeah, to some people that's nothing. To some people, that is not a large outlay for a car boot sale. I've seen the guys when they go out and they've got a wad of notes in their wallet that, you know, that would pay my rent for a month. But I don't spend a lot at the car boot sale, so this is a fairly large outlay for me today. But there is money in it. There's definitely profit, so I'm pleased with what I got. Thank you for joining me for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.